Today we will hopefully find out which is going to be the better digital assistant on your Samsung device, Bixby or OK Google. Hey guys, it's Sam with The Blind Life. About a year ago, I put out a video. It was helpful voice commands for Google and Siri. It was a pretty cool video. You guys seem to like it. If you haven't seen it though, click on this card right here or a link in the description down below. But since making that video, every now and then somebody asks me, what about Bixby? Bixby, if you don't know, is the digital assistant on Samsung devices, the newer generation of Samsung devices. So I figured today we would do a head-to-head comparison between Google and Bixby. I've got a list of questions that I'm going to ask them both, and these are questions specifically geared toward the VIP. So that's going to be part of the criteria, whether it is a pass or a fail. It needs to be completely hands-free. I don't want to have to touch the phone in order to interact with it. And the information that they bring back to me needs to be completely in audio. I don't want to have to try and see the screen at all. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get to the test. As I said before, I'm going to ask these guys a series of questions, the same question for each digital assistant, and we will see how well they do. So I want to test the speed of the responses, how quickly it gets me the information, and then how much information it gives me audibly. So first we'll do Google. Okay, Google, what time is it?
8:50.
And then Bixby. Bixby also has a wake up command. Hi, Bixby. What time is it?
It's now 8:51 a.m.
Okay, Google. What's the weather today?
Today in Lexington, it'll be cloudy with a forecasted high of 42 and a low of 31.
Okay.
Right now it's 41 and cloudy.
Okay. Gave me all the information that I needed. Hi, Bixby. What's the weather?
Cloudy with temperature around 41 degrees.
So one thing I'm noticing the more I use this is that Bixby takes a lot longer to bring back results, and it generally doesn't give me as much information as Google does. And you can also tell the voice. It's not as friendly as Google, doesn't have the different inflection in the voice. It still sounds a little robotic. Okay, Google. How far away is Houston, Texas?
You are 992 miles away from Houston by car.
Now we can also link questions together with Google. So I can say, okay, Google, how long will it take to drive that?
With light traffic, it will take you 14 hours and 58 minutes to get to Houston by car.
All right. So we'll try the same with Bixby. Hi, Bixby. How far away is Houston, Texas? Okay, Bixby did not tell me at all. I imagine it probably says it on there, on the screen. I can't tell, but I need it to tell me. I want to hear it. So let's see if it will link questions together. Hi, Bixby. How long will it take to drive that? Okay, so it's not linking those two questions together. Okay, so let's try some tasks that would be very useful for us, VIPs. Sending messages and making phone calls just with your voice. Okay, Google. What's the phone number for Walmart on?
You can reach Walmart Supercenter at 0572.
Okay, Google. Call that number.
Calling Walmart Supercenter.
All right, so that worked. Hi, Bixby. What's the number for Walmart on?
Which one?
Okay, here's something else I found with Bixby. is that if you're in the screen that shows up when it's giving a response and you ask in another question, you trigger it, it doesn't give the audible tone letting you know that it's listening. I think visually it shows that it's listening, but audibly there's no way to know. So you don't know if you need to interact with it at all. All right, how about calling somebody in my contacts? Okay, Google, call Best Buy.
Calling Best Buy mobile.
All right, so that worked. Hi, Bixby. Call Best Buy. Okay, so it actually called the number, but it didn't give me any kind of audible alert saying that it was doing that. Okay, Google. Dial 1-800-555-1212.
Calling +1 800-555-1212.
All right, that worked. Very fast response on that. Hi, Bixby. Dial 1-800-555-1212. Sometime today. There we go. Okay. Once again, it actually dialed the number but didn't let me know that it was doing it. I also don't like that little sound effect that they give you whenever it finishes listening to your voice. It sounds like I got something wrong. It sounds like a negative sound effect. Next, another big one is sending text messages. This one I use all the time with Google, so we'll see how well Bixby does. Okay, Google. Send a text message to Rachel on her mobile.
Text Rachel. Sure. What's the message?
This is to see how well Google will send a text message.
Here you go. Do you want to send it or change it?
Read message.
Here's your text to Rachel. This is to see how well Google will send a text message. Do you want to send it or change it?
Cancel.
Okay, no problem.
So I'm not actually going to send the message. I know it works. I do it all the time. So let's see how well Bixby does. Hi, Bixby. Send a text message to Rachel on her mobile.
Okay, I found 2 contacts. Let's choose one to message.
I said mobile. I have her work number and her mobile phone number, so let's try it again. Hi, Bixby. Send a text message to Skylar.
All right, let's write the message here.
Okay. So upon investigation, because I'm not using the Samsung messaging app as my default messaging app, text messaging app, it doesn't work. It won't send a text message for me. So there is one area where Bixby does shine, and that is pretty much anything in settings you can do with just your voice, or Bixby can do for you. One that I know Google does do is, okay, Google, turn my brightness down to 50%.
Okay.
So let's see if Bixby can turn it back up for us. Hi, Bixby. Turn my brightness up to 78%.
Done. It's now at 78%.
Bixby took a little bit longer to get it done, but did it and actually gave us a little bit better response than Google. Okay, Google, how much battery do I have?
According to LG, to check the battery charge level, from the...
Nope, didn't do it. Hi, Bixby. How much battery do I have?
All right, looks like the estimated battery life is 9 hours 46 minutes.
Okay, so he doesn't tell me exactly how much I have, the percentage, but tells me how long it will last. So let's try something that iPhones and iPads have been able to do with Siri forever, and I've been so jealous of that, and that is to turn on voiceover. Google has never been able to do that, has never been able to turn on talkback. Let's see if Bixby can. So just to confirm, okay, Google, turn on talkback.
Opening accessibility settings.
Yeah, it just opens the accessibility settings, which is good, but I want it to actually turn it on for me. So let's go back. Hi, Bixby. Turn on talkback.
Which one?
I only have one. Come on, people. If I say turn on talkback, just turn it on. Let's try this. Samsung devices also have their own screen reader called Voice Assistant. So let's see if it'll turn that on. Hi, Bixby. Turn on Voice Assistant.
Okay, let's give permission to use Voice Assistant.
Okay, so I had to give permissions, and then it turned on. I'm pretty excited about this. Let's try it again. Hi, Bixby. Turn on Voice Assistant.
All right, let's grant permission before using Voice Assistant.
I have to do that every time? Why? Okay, big fail for everybody. Everybody loses in that one. Siri still is the ultimate winner when it comes to turning on that accessibility. So, in my opinion, for the most part, Google is the clear winner. Google is just quicker, it's got a better responses, it does more things for you for the most part. Although Bixby does shine in certain areas. So on Samsung, we're lucky we can have both. Bixby does have a ton of other uses as well. It can control a lot of smart devices. There's a huge list of smart devices that it can control. It also has these things called quick commands, which are really pretty cool. iOS has these as well. I apologize, I forget what they're called, but in iOS 12, they started adding in these quick commands also. Basically, you give a command and then the digital assistant performs a series of tasks. Just for example, I've got one. Whenever I want to shoot a video, there's a couple things that I want the phone to do, some settings I want to change. And so just by telling it the key phrase, it will do all of those for me. So I'll show you. Hi, Bixby. I need to shoot a video.
Sure, I changed sound mode to vibrate. Got it. I've turned on Do Not Disturb. Done. It's now at 15%. All done.
So that last one was turning down the screen brightness to 15%. So that's pretty cool. I could just give one command and it can do all of those things. And there's really no limit to how many tasks you give for it to do under the one command. And it has a lot of benefits. Say every night you tell it it's time for bed and it turns on Do Not Disturb, sets an alarm for you, turns down the screen brightness, things like that, turns off Wi-Fi maybe. You could have one to where every time you get home, you say, I'm home, and it automatically sends a text message out to your family letting them know that you just got home. So that's a really cool feature. And as I said, iOS has the same thing basically. Maybe I'll do a video about that soon. Okay, well hopefully that answers some of your questions on how well Bixby works, especially for visually impaired. It's kind of hit or miss. I think I will not jump over to Bixby completely. I'll probably use both Google and Bixby. Now, as you saw, it didn't always recognize my voice. You can train it to better recognize your voice. I haven't done that yet, so I'm not going to hold that against Bixby. But even so, it's okay because there's a dedicated Bixby button. If you have a Samsung device that Bixby came pre-installed already on the device, you probably have a Bixby button. If you just tap the button, it opens up Bixby Home, and if you long press, then Bixby will listen to you and you can talk and give it commands. It works very similar to a walkie-talkie where you have to hold the button down while you talk. Okay guys, if you have any questions about Bixby, let me know. I'll do my best to help out. Bear in mind that I don't know a ton about it. I haven't used it that much. And of course, if you have any comments, leave those down below as well. If you like the video, be sure to hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe so you can stay up to date with all the videos coming out in the future. Sam with The Blind Life, as always, thank you for watching.